Welcome to Chronicles, where today we'll be looking at one of the most tragic and intriguing events in modern maritime history. This visual representation allows us to easily grasp the different levels of data, with each tier sorted by topic. It serves as a crucial tool in data analysis and decision-making, enabling us to gain insights and make informed conclusions. Whether it's for business presentations, academic research, or data visualization purposes, the iceberg chart is an indispensable asset. It empowers us to effectively communicate information and ensures that the audience can comprehend even the most intricate data sets with ease. So, let's delve into its various levels and discover the true power of the iceberg chart. Level 1, Common Knowledge. The RMS Titanic's sinking on the 15th of April, 1912, was a catastrophic tragedy in maritime history. The death toll of the wreck exceeded 1,500, making it one of the deadliest ship disasters in modern times. The ship was on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City when it hit an iceberg. Out of the 2,224 passengers on board, only 706 survived, with many trapped below deck, unable to escape in time. At the time of its sinking, the Titanic was the largest ship ever built, boasting unmatched luxury. Despite multiple ice warnings, the ship failed to slow down and take appropriate measures. The high number of fatalities was partly due to insufficient lifeboats on board. Edward Smith was the captain of the ship and remains infamous for his role in the disaster. The tragedy has left an indelible mark on our collective consciousness and continues to be remembered more than a century later. Level 2, General Details. The impressive dimensions of the Titanic, with a length of 882 feet and a height of 175 feet, made it one of the largest ships of its time. Constructed in Belfast by Harland and Wolff, the Titanic was financed by J.P. Morgan's International Mercantile Marine Company. Throughout its ill-fated voyage, the ship's band valiantly continued playing, providing a sense of calm and solace to passengers as the ship slowly sank into the icy Atlantic waters. Tragically, a coal fire had been burning in one of the Titanic's coal bunkers, weakening the hull's structural integrity. Adding to the disaster, the design flaw of the watertight compartments not being sealed at the top allowed water to easily spread, exacerbating the sinking. Despite its initial nickname as the Ship of Dreams, the Titanic became a haunting nightmare for many third-class passengers who were tragically trapped below decks, unable to escape the rapidly rising water. Luckily, the skilled Marconi operators on board made extensive use of wireless telegraphs, diligently sending distress signals in a desperate attempt to alert nearby ships. However, the nearby SS Californian, despite being within reach, failed to come to the Titanic's aid, adding to the immense tragedy of that fateful night. Level 3, Lesser-known facts. Both the British Wreck Commissioner and the U.S. Senate held inquiries about the sinking of the Titanic. One of the most speculated and debated aspects of the tragedy was the origin of the iceberg that ultimately caused the ship's demise. It was later revealed that the iceberg likely broke off from Greenland. Another interesting fact about the Titanic is that the first-class dinner served on board was a luxurious 11-course affair. While the ship's sinking resulted in a significant loss of life, rare artifacts such as the band leader's violin were recovered from the wreckage and auctioned off. Additionally, there were 12 dogs on board the Titanic, with only 3 surviving the sinking. It is also noteworthy that the Titanic was a Royal Mail ship, responsible for the transportation of mail and parcels. Despite popular belief, the Titanic was never advertised as unsinkable. One of the technological advances of the ship was its 3 massive propellers. Finally, distress signals in the form of SOS and CQD were sent from the ship, highlighting the desperate situation on board. It is interesting to note that the departure of the Titanic was initially delayed due to a coal strike, ultimately leading to a fateful sequence of events. Level 4, Intricacies. The lack of proper lifeboat drills for passengers on board the Titanic may have contributed to the high number of casualties when the ship sank. However, it is interesting to note that the ship's architect, Thomas Andrews, was also on board during the voyage. The Titanic also famously hosted notable passengers, such as John Jacob Astor IV, Benjamin Guggenheim, and Molly Brown. Despite several iceberg sightings, the lookout spotted the fatal iceberg too late. White rockets were fired from the ship to signal distress, but there were only 4 collapsible lifeboats on board to aid in the evacuation. In addition, there were only 2 wireless operators on board, which likely affected communication during the emergency. Confusion arose due to different time zones on board, causing further complications in responding to the disaster. Even the last song played by the band on the ship is the subject of controversy. Adding to the tragedy was the delayed response of the SS Californian to the Titanic's distress signals. Level 5, Deep Dive. The watertight doors on the Titanic could be closed from the bridge, a feature touted as innovative and advanced for its time. Unfortunately, it proved futile in the face of the ship's tragedy. The Titanic was traveling at close to its maximum speed during the disaster, leading to its infamous collision with an iceberg. The resulting sinking led to the establishment of the International Ice Patrol, which monitors icebergs in the North Atlantic shipping lanes. White Star Line paid compensation to the survivors of the sinking, but nothing could compensate for the scale of the tragedy. In 1985, Robert Ballard discovered the site of the Titanic's wreck, leading to a slew of artifact recoveries. Along with the dedicated museums in Belfast and Tennessee and various memorial sites around the world, the Titanic has been immortalized in movies and documentaries, with even plans to build a replica once again. Level 6, Obscure Details. Perfume vials found among the wreckage of the Titanic speak to the luxurious and stylish experience that the wealthy passengers were seeking in traveling across the Atlantic. Recovered from a salesman's sample kit, the perfume vials suggest that even the most mundane aspects of daily life were steeped in glamour and excess aboard the Titanic. Similarly, the first-class menu, auctioned off at a high price, reveals the opulent and refined dining experience offered to passengers. The Titanic's state-of-the-art Turkish bath further exemplifies the extravagance and attention to detail put into designing the ship. However, not all passengers made it aboard, as some cancelled their trip last minute. The iceberg damage and scattered shoes at the wreck site serve as stark reminders of the tragedy that occurred. Nevertheless, the story of the Titanic continues to captivate and intrigue people worldwide, solidifying its legacy as both a symbol of luxury and a cautionary tale of human fallibility. If you're looking to capture moments that stand the test of time, AI can be your guide. Use my promo code Christian23 on Pictory.ai and journey into a realm of effortless video creation with a lifetime 20% discount on all plans. Simply use the affiliate code Christian23 during the checkout to avail the discount. We hope this video has been informative and engaging, and that you've learned more about the iceberg chart of the Titanic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to seeing you in our future endeavors.